mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Welcome to Entertainment News segment right here on the AM Club, the biggest morning show in the country and beyond. My name is Daphne Flashy and you're welcome. Have an amazing time right now in this segment, okay? Good morning.
Good morning, good
You
morning,
guys are doing good?
We're fine.
You're fine. You look amazing. Oh, yeah. I told you, you're giving us Busta Rhymes lately. There was Linda Letitia, you know. So keep it up. We like the pace. That's how we like it in town. You understand? Your people are proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Thank
wow.
you.
Let's get into
what's in the world of entertainment.
Michael Blacksing, okay?
Okay.
So big congratulations to him. Michael Blacksing is now a father. Yes.
Was it the same girl?
Yes, rather.
Because when I say congratulations, I want to know if it's the same woman.
It's the same Radha. Yeah, so
the name is what, Radha?
Yeah, Radha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've been together for so long. They've worked on their relationship. In fact, the relationship was so bad they had to take it to marriage boot camp to work on the relationship. So I'm glad that it's getting to where it's supposed to be. So a big congratulations to Michael Blacksing. So in an Instagram post yesterday, he showed a video of himself holding his baby, and it's so cute, right? I don't know. He's going to be an amazing dad.
I think he will be.
Yeah.
I mean, considering the fact that the guy has a heart for children. I mean, we've seen what he's done.
Yes.
So clearly,
the excitement. The video that was playing, oh my God, if you saw the way he was like, he looks just
baby.
He was like, he has my birthmark.
Focus on what
so
you're looking
sweet.
at.
So sweet.
Can't say baby fever better than Newty.
I mean, wait.
No, do you know one thing I know about you? I know this about JKD. JKD has a heart for baby girls.
Yes.
Yeah, baby girls. Yeah, baby girls.
If baby girls come,
he will stop the show.
He won't see us again. He won't see us again. When he comes, he'll just do his show. He's married to go back to his baby girl. Charlie. Anyway, so
I think the excitement. You see, children change you. I don't care what anybody says. You never go born and see.
Oh, lately I've been saying I want to born. Lately I've had baby fever. I'm serious. I want to born. Have you not been seeing my status? I've been posting.
You want
babies.
to born what?
Baby.
For who?
Isn't that baby?
I think it's laughing. For who? I want to come to wedding. See.
No, you come to wedding.
Yeah, I want to come to one wedding. In the American wedding. I want to come to wedding. I want to come before falling down. Hey, please, go and serve the for
and then you holding your hand.
I want to be busy. Godmother level. I'm busy serving and cleaning and doing things. Then after that, I'll come to the house and come and take care of baby girl.
You come in and...
It's a bit of the procedure I give you. I want to come and fall down at the wedding. I want to come and serve at the wedding. Now,
before you come in,
then I come to the house.
Press baby's
I come and praise baby's neck.
Okay.
Shake the body, hang the baby, do all the things.
I've seen that.
You see the procedure?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Don't jump it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sorry. But babies change you. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Children.
But I mean, let's take a look at how excited he was. Let's take a look at the video.
System that does not burden the members. With efficient operations and cost-effective management, Afrinic will thrive on voluntary donations from members.
Mark.
Oh, do you have that same birthmark?
I got it all over. I have mine on my arm.
Yeah. Okay.
Mikey.
Here you go. Okay, thank you.
Drop off the cord gases.
Well, look at his ears.
You ladies to figure out
Okay.
things.
I'm sorry.
Because I know Chris is looking at me.
Here's the house.
Okay, you see how dark his ears is? In black people word, I mean, that's how dark he's gonna be. Okay, sorry.
How dark his what?
They should be.
The darker his ears is, that's what his final complexion.
Oh.
See how dark he's gonna be? He's gonna look almost like daddy. Oh my God.
So cute.
You made it, babe. Oh my God. Oh my God, congratulations.
Mimi, it's looking like the procedure you've given me.
Yeah,
It's the way I'm looking at it. It's big, eh? Oh, so happy. Lately the way pregnant women are keeping it on the wraps, it reminds me of Worry Peking. You know, Worry Peking too is yeah. You saw her at the gym.
Yes, she's working out
with a baby bump, and because of these new apps that can clear baby bumps when you're taking pictures, so people were like, "It's not real, it's not real." But let's not forget that Hailey was pregnant with Halo for the whole year, and she was doing twerking and all those things with baby bump. But because of the app that can help clear, her stomach was looking flat. So you people, please, right now we've reached AI world. Exactly. So a big congratulations to Michael Blackson. Yeah. We'll go and think about the steps you've given me, and then we'll come back. We'll think about it.
See, they are cute, but their reason is not a joke. I'm telling you.
They are cute.
They are cute.
Someone said don't stay cute forever. They'll grow.
They'll grow.
And school fees.
My own has finished busy.
You have to now be gathering SS money now.
Money.
Let me tell you something. So you know this show show on MXM John Jermaine. Yeah. And then they were asking D Black, what's one thing that they didn't tell you about fatherhood? He said school fees.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
They didn't tell him that he will become it gets worse. So.
Really?
No, so it's so funny, right? Mm-hmm. From the small stages, you pay very heavy. Mm-hmm. Then you think, as they are growing, it comes out. Then it takes it goes like this. So this how it comes.
Mm-hmm. Like
but just when you thought, okay, see we need to be
go back.
So we are going to SS now, to Charlie. School fees.
But you do
feeding. And then now emotional connection and nurturing. Challenge your joke. So you need to be available emotionally. Physically.
See, let me tell you. The way Mimi is talking, and one day if I come and tell her something, she'll be like, as a mother, I understand your mom. Why did you talk to your mom like that? As a mother, it's okay. Well, let's move away from that. And we've had people that have claimed dancehall king and queens. Shatawale, dancehall king at the whole Ghana. We have Jupiter, who also said that now he's the original dancehall artist. He's the most original dancehall artist to ever be in the country. And so that's what Jupiter is saying at the moment. And one thing Mimi will say is whatever that makes you sleep at night. So I know that's what Mimi is going to say. But let's take a look at the reason why he's saying that he is the only authentic dancehall artist in Ghana. Let's get into it. Now, reggae dancehall artist Jupiter has expressed feelings of being sidelined in the Ghanaian music industry due to tribalism and favoritism. Despite his contribution and intentional achievement, including winning an Urban Music Award in the UK, Jupiter feels unacknowledged at home. He believes that where one comes from plays a role in media support, citing bias against non-Ga speaking artists. Jupiter prides himself on being the most authentic dancehall act in Ghana, with fluency in Jamaican patois gained through dedication and immersion. He remains frustrated that the media overlooks his global wins, saying, "I win most of all my battles in silence." When it comes to the patois speaking, Remember that there was this dancehall musician that came out with an interview and said that he doesn't really understand what Stonebwoy says. Let's be real, Stonebwoy is not speaking patois. He's just with the flow. He'll be speaking Tree in his songs. And focus here, is it patois? No, but it goes with the, with the flow, with the dancehall flow and all of that. When it comes to patois, I'll give it to the general. He's called the general. Okay. When the first head of Jupiter was back then, when he sang the song with Easy, give me the go wine, it was backed. I loved how he was doing it. But now I said tribalism,
and he missed it there.
He missed it there.
He missed it there. Ghanaians don't speak patois. The only people who would appreciate your patois speaking prowess, they know, are the people who speak patois. And I don't speak patois. So if somebody does the thing that he does, and when your friend say, Shatawale, yes, me I go sing the song. Me, I'm thinking that's how we do it. So we cannot appreciate it. So they cannot, accept and celebrate something they don't understand.
Right.
So unfortunately, your prowess or your patois speaking abilities, we can't relate.
How we even know that it is real? Because Stonebwoy too is doing me I go away and then
me I go understand.
You see, I say me I go sleep or whatever.
My guy, thank you for staying consistent.
Right.
But I think that, like I said to Molly yesterday, you people focus on your focus. Let the attention be on what you're winning. I know that it can be very disruptive when you're thinking that you've gotten to a place where people should appreciate you. But it's difficult to appreciate what people don't get. Jay and I would say private things ourselves, have private conversations, and we'll have our own private sentiments. But listen, the industry will celebrate what it appreciates at a time. And so give yourself time, give time, and just keep focusing on your focus. If Jamaicans are celebrating, Charlie, go there. Go there. Let them celebrate you. Ghana, it's difficult to be in a house and maybe umami and found your sheba to be money and for World Cup. Vanessa, me when I go to my mother's house, I'm not a celebrity. I cook and clean. She will send me. Like I become. You see, learn to appreciate what you have. What is there? Take it like that. And if you want to call yourself dance hall, the most original or authentic dance hall artist, Charlie, go for it, man. I want crack. Where's that one? Episode mukra or muku and Najo night. Oh, Charlie, just do what you got to do, man.
Yeah.
As long as it is feeding you, one day you go get appreciation. Batman Samin, where start the movement there, has been sidelined, my guy. It's painful, but Charlie, deal with it.
And he needs to understand that as for the music business, there'll be any time. The time came out. That's
nothing they can do. And the tribalism between that one, he's not being factual because they're celebrating Stonebwoy. Stonebwoy, I been you for your shaman. I don't know what he's talking about. But anyway, guy, I feel your pain. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Well, moving on to the next story. Shatawale ino happy. Ino happy.
What one?
Ino happy with the FBI DMCA that he do fraud.
So Shatawale no do fraud.
He no do fraud.
This time we beg you. We beg you.
Hey.
Why FBI say Shatawale do fraud?
Shatawale come reply say he clean.
Big up man. You see one we can't.
One thing I know for sure is that we can't play the video. We'll be fired. Today, all of us. Me,
sure.
you that invested anything. The father has sitting there, you'll be fired.
Security man who opened the gate for us to come
will be fired.
I can't do that.
The child will be fired for sitting at the reception and watching will be fired. We can't play.
So we can't play the video.
Yes, we can't play.
Yeah.
But there's a tweet that he came out. So let's take a look at the tweet and then discuss based on
The tweets too come.
No.
Okay.
Now he said, "You people for tell FBI say I they do." Oh. You promised me that it was clean.
Anyway, I mean,
yeah, that's one go help. But the first side here, you all miss. Now today I studied by whips. Yeah, so and it's coming after.
This thing, it bossed my mind. The first time I saw this picture, it bossed my mind big time. See, I see the house with the cars there inside a week. But anyway, that's besides the point. Let's go.
Anyway, this comes up, the FBI is, doing some investigation. Now, there's a tall list of investigations the FBI have brought that they are going to do. So they're going to do young men that have cars. They listed the cars there, BMW, the latest Range Rover, this. They're going to investigate them. They're going to investigate people who post on social media that are traveling and all those things. Yes, they're going to investigate. On that show, when every 2 weeks, what's it airway?
Please.
Every 2 weeks. Please don't bite the hand, please. You don't know where we get there.
Not see. I'm shaking his hand, not see.
Have you seen the thing JKD's way? They are coming to investigate.
This is giving Baba.
Share.
Odogu silencer. Where did you get this from? This is trip women.
And it's who blood?
Which is who blood?
Which is who blood?
FBI.
Well, let's get into it. Dancehall artist Shatawale has responded to allegations that he is involved in fraudulent activity sparked by his display of luxuries. In a self-recorded video, Shatawale fired back at his critiques and the FBI, insulting them and their mothers and denying the speculation as baseless. He believes that Ghanaians are targeting him because he's living a life that other musicians cannot live, suggesting that jealousy fuels the accusation. Shatawale's reaction underscores the intense scrutiny and criticism that high-profile figures often face regarding their wealth and lifestyle. Yeah, so that's what is happening with Dancehall King right now. Please.
We don't like that.
We know like that.
We know like that.
PR of Shatta and PR assistant of Shatta, we know like that. You for DAG. Hey.
Oh, true.
And DNA pigeon name, but
I want that someone when you.
they will cry. People, can you cut this place out? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have for you today on Entertainment News segment. My name is Daphne Flashy. I hope you enjoyed it, and trust me, this is not just the end. There's so much coming for you through the show. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Over to you guys.
Thank you so much, Daphne, for coming through. We did a pan. Wagwan. I didn't you. We come back. In
the yard.
Anywho, thank you so much for coming through with us and saying your stories. It's always exciting to have you come through. Well, in today's dynamic business environment, a robust workforce is pivotal to achieving success. This is why we have thoughtfully designed our corporate health insurance plans to empower your employees and bolster your organization's performance. Now, with Equity Health Insurance, your investment transcends ordinary insurance. It represents a commitment to the future of your company. Our health plans are individually tailored to accommodate the unique needs of your employees, offering comprehensive coverage and exceptional benefits. Our support goes beyond administrative tasks and premiums. At Equity Health Insurance, we are dedicated to standing by your side throughout the entire journey. So please feel free to reach out to us on 050-1515124 or 0539-135-073 so that we can further enhance the level of service we provide to you. Equity Health Insurance, we say always here for you.
Well, Telesol Cash is coming in handy. And of course, yes, it's Sendikeke. So it's a convenient cash platform and it's still offering the lowest charges ever. All you have to do is just dial *110#. *110#. Now Sendikeke. Doesn't matter if you're paying school fees, school fees at MCCA, or you are paying anything at all, all right? And it's even free if you are sending from Telesol Cash to Telesol Cash. So dial *110# right now, or download the Telesol Play app today. Now send it. That's all.
That's right. Now we move straight to Lifestyle Daily, where we are talking monkeypox this morning. And I've told you right here on this platform that don't move. We're about to learn more about this particular disease, so don't move.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports update, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
I grew up in a home where my dad made shoes, and you get to stay with him and all that. So instead of not just doing anything, it's better you learn the skill, right? And so I stayed with him and I took advantage and learned the skill. In school, we're taught entrepreneurship. There are 3 ways you can spot opportunity. One, either you're solving a problem, either you're spotting opportunities, or you are finding a gap. Well, I captured an opportunity my dad has, and then also the gap, because there's an industry where you don't see a lot of women, and there are a lot of women, but they are not that known. I have a lot of friends who make shoes, but they are reserved. And besides, the world celebrates not just normal people who are just different. And so why don't I capitalize on that? So that's why I decided to, okay, why not shoe girl? I didn't do it all alone. I had a team, and so everybody has their strength, and we all leverage on that.
When I met Edna professionally, I saw somebody who was taking the footwear business to a next level. Then I decided, okay, why not we work together and then rather go farther than just doing separate things as different individuals.
In terms of business growth, we are able to get to produce in large quantity for schools, people buying it casually, and then even exporting to other countries.
We say we are interested in the success of our customers. So when somebody buys from Ahomfade, you are getting a product that it's not just quality, but it's also durable. And the price is very, very affordable compared to our competitors on the market. We try to keep our prices very, very optimal so that we are able to serve at least the middle class in the society.
I've been buying from Ahomfade shoes, and I think it's the best.
Edna dear, Semini, Yami Achamade. If you say a bra or no, then who best share you many moon. A moon fast dear be brave. A basica for more, Yan fast will be brave. Or to me, bois or no one casa, brew a no and a boan on his school or university or no one casa. No chimpo or sab one in Yanuketua.
So at Ahomfade, we say we celebrate Ghanaian craftsmanship. You know, we do more than just making footwear. We are interested in changing the narrative. We try to educate people. Sometimes we even organize seminars to train young people on how to leverage social media. We make and train people in shoemaking.
I usually come here on vacations to help my boss to do his job. This job has helped me in so many ways that I've been able to learn how to sit behind a machine to work. This job has made me independent. I don't depend on my parents anymore.
We have crochet products, we have necklaces and other stuff that are handmade.
And we want to also expand further, have other more shops across not just the region, but also outside Ghana. Maybe imagine having a Ahomfade shop in Kenya, in Zimbabwe, Rwanda, and then also we want to have academy
where people learn handmade skills. So the plan is to have a more structured approach
to the Ahomfade Academy
to serve the broader market in Africa.
Being in this business, I have gained some recognition. I could talk about Ghana's Grow Young Innovator by Springboard Roadshow Foundation and MasterCard, which happened at Koforidua. So I was part of the top 10 finalists.
Congratulations, Edna Frimpong, Shoemaker Girl.
It's a blessing to be part of Ghana Grows, and I pray that to continue the impact and then it won't stop now.
This is made in Ghana with a different level.
I'm not saying ni panso otiti will be cry maninya ne sanu adwuma and nso ye nshira kese pa enu nti minim da nyame be frɛ me na mi se de waso mu no de nyame kra frɛ me a obetwa so.
My advice for any young person watching me is that you need to start with what you have. If you are good at sewing, start from your one corner in your room, that single room, be there and be sewing and be praying to God that God will bless your hands. He will throw more visibility on whatever you're doing. My name is Edna Frimpong, the Shoemaker Girl, PR for Ahonfa Day, Ghana Grows, Hope Day.
Ghana Grows, Hope Day.
Introducing Betway's Bet Influencer, a groundbreaking feature where you can make money by just sharing codes. He just needs to share his codes and make money. The more his codes are used, the more money he makes. Oh yes, so what are you waiting for? Anyone can be a bet influencer. Share your codes and make money. Bet Influencer, another world first from Betway.
This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Betway, get way more.
Rent back with the beer. Come on, come see you. Hey, wait, this guy. My friend, see before.
Wait, tell us how too much money promo. This is Kadeviara. Now what you biara? I'll pay the Achadia Cassia Nagasa. 1.2 million Ghana cedis for Telecel cash, stock credit, and a bundle. Nejina ye din kunima kasim. Dale star 500 hash. I'm not called Telecel play up no so. Now for who Jimubi. Na sha said din kunimo. Telecel too much money promo nim. And she say kakra down. You may di NLA na show want to your characters lottery platform no so.
Amacho, sister me man kwa. When is campaign? Sister me man kwa. If you're a baby, many schedule no. If you know, meto etiaka. Inti ene, uno ba no mpe baby amobeda. Oh no abeka. You did too much money. No matter.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Michael has been exceptional, surpassed all his targets. Let's hear from this year's Staff of the Year.
This wouldn't be possible without a strong relationship. You've been with me through university. All those days of studying together just to ace those tests, which we did by the way. And those days of the side hustles. You were there. All of these have prepared me for this moment. Cowbell Coffee has been there with me every single step of the way.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
Well, you're welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24. My name is Miriam Uduak-Mensah. You're welcome. Today is Thursday. And Jay and I love Thursdays so much. We actually do.
Yes, Wara.
It means, yeah. For those who don't speak tree, he means actually it's true. For those who think they understand what he's saying, I'm telling you the actual truth. He loves Thursdays. Because this is a day where we get to talk about our health, our wellness, what's important for us to do. And sometimes Jay doesn't like it.
So what are you even informing the people?
Jay doesn't like it when they tell him that he has to eat well, he has to stay healthy.
Me, I don't
like it. He has to do the right things. I do. I like it.
Who says I don't like it? I just cringe to
hear about all the dangers.
Knowing very well that we're human beings.
Yeah.
And you know, regardless, someone will say, "How careful could you be?"
Yeah.
I mean, you would try as much as possible, but then, Charlie. Sometimes you're craving for something and then you just go eat it.
You're
and
not
then,
supposed to eat it.
Something else happens and you do this, you do that, But in a nutshell, all we're saying is that
we like Thursdays.
We like Thursdays.
But it's another Thursday where we get to talk about our health and wellness, and also another thing that we need to throw a spotlight on because it has become an important conversation. But before we get into these conversations or this particular topic, let's talk about something that Equity Health Insurance is planning for you. They call this one Dachi Apomudi, that is the Equity Future Health Plan. Your health is your greatest asset, and planning for future medical needs is essential. Future Health Plan is a long-term health savings and insurance solution. It's designed to provide financial security for your future medical expenses with flexible contribution options. This plan ensures that you or your loved ones are cared for or are covered in times of needs, whether it's routine checkups, specialized treatments, or emergency care. You can enjoy a peace of mind, knowing that your health care is secured. Now, by subscribing to the Future Health Plan, you gain a structured health care or savings fund, access to top-tier medical care, financial protection against unforeseen health expenses. So, start planning for a healthier tomorrow today. Contact us on 050-6607-910 or 050-9969-010 to enroll to the Equity. They're always here for you.
Now, with Jibu Water, staying refreshed has never been easier. Jibu Water provides clean, healthy water you can to source for drinking and cooking, with options of our innovative 20-liter bottles that come with a tap and 18.9 bottles. Your dispensers will have a breath of new life as our clean and hygienic Jibu water flows through them for your consumption. Whether you need a cool drink to quench your thirst or fresh cooking water to make your meal taste at its best, Jibu Water is the answer for your clean water needs. Order for your clean water now by calling us on 020-984-5817 or visit our website at www.jibuco.com/gh for more information about our brand. Jibu Water, a better life.
That's right. So this we talked about yesterday, but I'm going to resound it here on the show that we are going to be a part of a big conversation that is Honeymoon Hotel, right? I told you, I promised that I was going to bring you details about it. Where's my Honeymoon Hotel? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Okay, I can't find Honeymoon Hotel.
All right.
I'm going to tell you all about Honeymoon Hotel very soon, okay? But yes, as of June 2025, that's 16th of June 2025, Ghana has confirmed 98 mpox cases with no reported death. All cases are currently under outpatient care. None are hospitalized. And the Ghana Health Service emphasizes vigilant monitoring, hygiene, and prompt reporting of symptoms. And I mean, since May, the conversation has been rising, and we have been, I guess, during that period, we realized that, no, this thing is becoming serious. We needed to pay attention to it. Well, today on the show, we are going to be having a conversation about that. And my very good friend, she has been missing for a bit. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doc,
yeah.
I was checking your social media out yesterday, and okay, so that's the statistics on the board there.
Yeah.
Let's start from that. 16 June, we have 7 new confirmed cases. Total confirmed cases 98.
Right.
And
we've started with only one.
One.
Yeah.
One.
It always starts with 1, and it upgrades to 98.
98.
This is giving me COVID
Vibes,
again. Yeah, it's giving me
we
COVID
pray it
era.
doesn't get to
Because
COVID
COVID, we started like this, so the death safe, we start 0, 0, 0, 0. After the now
Right.
1, 2, 3. Oh, goodness have mercy.
True.
It has become an important conversation to have.
Yeah.
We have to talk about it. People are still acting. Yes.
Me, I have only one question for Doc.
Okay.
Which of the meats should we not eat so that we don't get mpox, monkeypox?
Meat.
I'm on for the monkeys. Me bisa, I asem bisa.
I'm not sure I've seen anyone eating
monkey before.
In Ghana, they are pets. They are family members.
I won't be surprised though, because even I remember back in the when we were staying in the north, we had a dog that was a pet, was nice. Before we knew, the northerners used the dog for soup. So you may be thinking that they are pets, but somebody
somebody is wearing them, wearing them as we speak.
Oh my, why do I have that face? Let me fix my face.
But which of the meats? I mean,
right now you see, it's not even about meat anymore.
It's not even about meat anymore
because now there is human to human transmission. So even if we say don't eat this meat, don't eat that meat. Now the unfortunate thing is that the World Health Organization has not been able to pinpoint the particular natural reservoir for this organism. It is called monkeypox because the first time it was diagnosed, it was believed that there was a crab-eating monkey that gave it to a 9-month-old child. That is way back in 1958. However, now there are lots of reservoirs. They've talked about guinea pigs. They've talked about rodents like mice and rats that we see in our homes. They've talked about squirrels. So now we're not even sure what the natural reservoir of this particular organism is. So even if we say don't eat this, don't eat that, you may go and eat something and it's a natural reservoir that we've not yet discovered, right? So now it's not really even about what to eat and what not to eat. It's about the other things that we can do to protect ourselves.
Yes. Now let's move back to the conversation on mpox. When we said monkeypox, I'm pretty sure someone said,
Right.
People still don't know.
Yeah,
and
true.
the purpose of this conversation is to educate the public on this disease and how we could protect ourselves. So let's talk about what monkeypox is.
Right. So monkeypox, the WHO says we should call it mpox now because we're actually trying to take people's minds off the monkey thing. Because if we say monkeypox, people think that it's all about monkeys, but that is not the case now. So we are calling it mpox now. So mpox is a viral disease. Basically, what it does is that it causes some symptoms. So I'm sure we'll come to the symptoms. I don't want to rush into that. But what I want us to remember with regards to mpox, that it's a viral disease, and then it can lead to some skin lesions, which are very peculiar. Now, it belongs to a particular group of organisms. We call them the autopox viruses. So they have similar symptoms. So it may be difficult to even distinguish between the mpox, the rash, and then the rash from other viruses. We all know that back in the 90s, we were fighting smallpox. And then some way, somehow, we managed to eradicate smallpox. Monkeypox and smallpox belong to the same group. So they look similar. So somebody may even mistake it for smallpox.
I beg your pardon, is it smallpox the chicken pox?
No. They are different.
Yes.
Yes.
So we have chicken pox.
We have chicken pox. We have
pox.
We have smallpox. Yes. They are all different. Good news is that the most dangerous one among them is smallpox, which we've eradicated. So monkeypox is similar to smallpox, just that it is a less severe form of illness. It's not as bad as that.
Okay.
And now I need us to remember that we have two different strains. So initially, when it was first discovered in the Democratic Republic of Congo, they discovered what they call it clades. So the first clade that was discovered is called the clade 1. Now that one has been known to have a higher mortality rate. I don't know if I should say fortunately for us, those of us in West Africa, we are experiencing the clade 2, which has a less chance of mortality. So I think that would explain why we've not recorded any deaths here, because those in DRC are recording a couple of deaths here and there because they are having the more severe form of the virus and we are having the less severe form. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So these are some details you need to know about monkeypox. Now, we want to ask about how it is transmitted, because now we've established that the monkey conversation is out of the window.
Yes.
So there are so many natural reservoirs for this disease.
Yeah.
But how is it transmitted?
Right. So let's start with the animal to human transmission, which I think a lot of people are already talking about. So if you are eating meat from infected animals, that is one. If you're having a bite or a scratch from an infected animal, that is another one. Or if you come into contact with the body fluid of any infected animal, you can get it. That is how we get it from from animals to humans. Then now, amongst ourselves as humans, how do we get it? Now, we've come to understand that it is usually due to close contact. Unfortunately for us in our world, everybody is either shaking somebody's hand, hugging somebody, talking to somebody. There are people who cannot talk to you without touching you.
Yes.
Yeah, so every time somebody's touching somebody somewhere. Now, when you come into close contact with people, that is basically how it is transmitted. Usually, it's like a skin-to-skin transmission. Then again, if you come in contact with the clothes, even items that belong to somebody who is infected, and those items are contaminated, you are also at risk of getting it. Again, if you are, they've also come to understand that. I remember back in 2022, when we had the first outbreak in the US, they did mention that there are some people who have had it because of sexual contact. They discovered that a lot of men who have sex with men, what we would call gay men, were coming in with a lot of the infection. Yes, so studies are still ongoing to establish the relationship between that. Yes, so there's also the sexual contact. And of course, during sexual activity, there's a lot of skin-to-skin interaction. So that would explain why people would get that. Yeah.
Symptoms. Let's run through the symptoms.
Right. So when it comes to the symptoms, it's important to understand that when people get the infection, they may not show symptoms at once. So we have what we call the incubation period. So the incubation period is the person is infected. They are not showing symptoms. It's like the virus is now boosting its energy to
come out.
Exactly. So the incubation period can go on for about 21 days, between 4 to 21 days. You can have the infection and have no symptoms at all. But then you can be passing it on to somebody else. That's an unfortunate bit.
So whilst you're not having the symptoms, you are passing it on.
You can pass it on to somebody else, right? Then we have, after the incubation period, we have the prodromal phase. That is the phase where it will look like the person has a flu. So they'll have flu-like symptoms. So headaches, sore throats, muscle aches, loss of appetite, and all that. So somebody may even think it's malaria. Right, but then that is, again, the virus is still warming up, right? Then we have the eruptive phase where we now have the skin rash. The rash is what gives it away. So the rash, I'm sure we have a picture on the screen. So it starts very small, then it gets bigger, right? Then it bursts, then it becomes like a wound. Then the wound has to now heal, the crust has to fall off, the new skin has to erupt. So as you go through this, it can take about 2 to 4 weeks for this entire process to be completed. Now, the rash can be found anywhere. We are looking at your face, it can be on your upper body, even in your palms and the soles of your feet, it can be anywhere. And even now, because we've mentioned sexual contact, it can even be found on your genitals as well. Yes. So the rash can be anywhere, and it's not pleasant to see, right? I'm sure you imagine this picture, and somebody has like, multiple of them, right? It's not pleasant at all.
Okay, with regards to the rash, is it that you would be seeing it like a lot all over at once, or it's a gradual step? You see one, and then another one comes, and another one comes, and another one comes. That's how it works.
Yes. So it depends. For some people, they may see multiple at once. For some people, they may see just 1 or 2 rashes. That would be the end for them.
Okay.
And then the thing is that when you see the rash, a lot of people are tempted to burst it. Because it's like a blister. Now, once you burst the blister, if the fluid is just like chicken pox, once the fluid touches a fresh part of your skin, it's going to happen there as well. Yes. Once you begin to scratch, you are moving the virus to fresh parts of your skin. So that's how the rash is. Some people have multiple all over. Some people too, it will be very subtle. So again, it depends on your immune system, how your immune system is. Because when we look at people with conditions like diabetes, people with the cancers who are undergoing chemotherapy, people with HIV, they have a weakened immune system. So it will make sense that they will have a more severe form of the disease compared to an otherwise healthy person. Yeah.
So we just looked at what it looks like in terms of graphics, and I am already scared because I'm wondering.
I mean, even before this, you realize that some people have rashes, like
regular,
like normal rashes and all that. So how would they be able to identify that, okay, this is not Mpox, this is Mpox, unless you get to the hospital?
The hospital. That's it. Because like I said, Mpox, the rash, it looks like measles, it looks like chicken pox, it looks like it looks like all the other rashes that we can talk about. So on your own, you may not be able to tell if it's Mpox or not. Your best bet is to come to the hospital. Because even in the hospital, with our naked eyes, we can't say it's Mpox until we've tested and confirmed that it's Mpox.
Okay.
Right. So once you see a rash, which is suspicious, just go to the hospital.
Have we been able to identify a cure for Mpox, or we manage it?
Yes, so we manage it as it stands now. We manage it in the advanced world. I mean, in the US and the likes, there are some it's a viral infection. So there are some antiviral medications in the US that have been used. Now, these antivirals are drugs that were used during the smallpox outbreak. So back in the 70s when we had smallpox, they were using these antivirals and they were working. Because mpox and smallpox are in the same group, they are using it and it has been shown to work for some people. But the truth of the matter is that this virus is a self-limiting virus. A lot of viral infections are like that. When we say self-limiting, it means that if you get the infection, all things being equal, it will disappear on its own. Just that it takes time. So like we said, it can take 2 to 4 weeks to go away.
It will go through the full process. Nothing will truncate the process.
Yes, it will go through the process, but it will go away on its own. All we do is supportive care. So we are making sure we are managing all your symptoms. So the rash can be painful, so we are managing the pain. If you're having a fever, we are giving you medications to bring your temperatures down. If you're having some itching, we are giving you some maybe hydrocortisone cream to help with the itching. If you are not eating well, you are having vomiting and diarrhea, we are giving you fluids to make sure you are not dehydrated. So we just manage the symptoms here and there. But then the virus itself, eventually your body is able to clear it. Yeah.
So we've also established that the mortality rate is very, very low.
Yeah.
What could cause death in this case?
Right. So death can come in when there are complications. Now, when we look at, like I said, some particular group of people, they are more susceptible to dying from this disease. We are looking at children because they don't have a much stronger immune system like we adults do. We are looking at pregnant women. Pregnancy itself is a whole physiological thing that we can discuss here, right? We are looking at people with conditions like HIV. Already their immune system is compromised. Then people with conditions like diabetes, people with conditions like the cancers who are undergoing chemotherapy. All these things compromise your immune system. So if you get the virus, there's a high chance that you have more complications. Now, before somebody will get complications, we are usually looking at things, for instance, if you have the rash, it becomes a sore. Now, if the sore becomes infected, automatically some of the infection can go into your bloodstream. Now, at every doctor's nightmare is you don't want your patient to get an infection in their bloodstream because it means this infection can now travel to all parts of the body and do whatever it wants to do. So when these things happen, that is when we can end up losing the patient. Or if the person is, for instance, vomiting, they are not eating, so they are dehydrated. If we don't replace the fluids that they are losing and all that, they can end up in what we call shock. Shock is when the person's blood pressures are dropping so much that if nothing is done, they can actually die. So if they are losing a lot of fluids, we don't do anything. Dehydration sets in, then we can end up losing them. In very rare cases, it has been shown that some people would have an infection. So this virus has been shown to be able to find its way into the lungs, right, and cause a pneumonia, a viral pneumonia. The pneumonia can again kill the patient. Again, rarely we can have it finding its way all the way to the brain. So it can cause encephalitis. Again, that can also kill the patient. So when we have some of these major complications coming in, that is when we would usually, but on a normal day, if the person is a healthy person, the virus should be able to take care of itself in about 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Yeah.
Vaccines have become one of those preventive measures we have employed over the years. Do we have any vaccine so far that prevents mpox in Ghana?
In Ghana, not yet, but there are vaccines for mpox. I think as on 9th June, I saw a newsletter that said that the Ghana Health Service is working on getting vaccines to Ghana. I don't know if it has arrived yet. I've not seen any other newsletter to say the vaccines are in. But as far as I'm concerned, we don't have the vaccines in Ghana yet. But it has been shown that there are vaccines for DRC because of the high prevalence that they have. There are vaccines there that are working. Currently, there are 2 main vaccines that the WHO has recommended that are working. So I think that Ghana is about time that we begin to have the vaccines. Because for high-risk people, like people that are immunocompromised, for those of us in the health sector who would be seeing these things, I think it's important that we vaccinate those people because some way, somehow, we'll come in contact with the people who have the infection. So it's important that we are protected. The vaccines have been shown to be effective. For something like smallpox, it was through vaccination that we're able to eradicate it. So if we do same with the mpox, I want to believe that we should get to a stage where we can actually get rid of it entirely and we wouldn't have to think about it again.
Awesome. Well, I think that holistically we have addressed the entire 360 face look and feel of this conversation. Mpox, any final advice to people out there with regards to the disease? Because again, we recorded one, now we are at 98.
Right.
Yes, it increases like that without care. And so please, any cautions and how we can find you if we want to learn more about our health?
Right. So I'm going to say that it's very important that we look at the 3 levels of prevention. At this point, I think we should focus on educating the public, which we are doing, for instance, today. It should be more. So schools, churches, I think people should know about it. Like you said, a lot of people are so ignorant, so they don't know what is going on at all. And if we're educating people, we should teach them about, we should go back to the COVID era where we're doing a lot of social distancing, a lot of good personal hygiene, washing your hands, using your sanitizers. Let's go back to that era. Again, I think that we are getting to a phase where we may even have to go back to wearing our nose mask, because it has been shown that in a few cases you have respiratory droplets also being implicated. So we may have to go back to that. So I'm going to advise the public, please, reduce the touching, as much as possible, because some people are asymptomatic. They are walking around with no symptoms, but they have the virus. So you can go and hug the person, you can go and shake their hands, you can go and touch them. You don't know if they have it or not, but they can pass it on to you, right? So as much as possible, to be safe, let's reduce the touching. And then if you see any symptom, so if you're having a fever, you're having some sore throat here and there, that is unusual, just go to the doctor. Don't assume it's malaria and enter the pharmacy yourself, please. Not in this era. And then if you see any rash, I think yesterday one of my spiritual fathers called me and said, oh, there's a woman in their church said her daughter has a rash and she's been in the house. The rash comes, then it bursts, it becomes a sore, another one shows up. And I was like, we are in Mpox era. For all we know, that little child has Mpox. And the mother is keeping the child in the house. Let's not wait till it gets very bad. Then you show up to the hospital and there's very little that we can do for you. Once you see anything suspicious, please go to the hospital.
Thank you very much. How do we find you?
Right. So on social media, it's Iya the Medic. Iya is EYA _ medic. Anywhere on social media, you can find me.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you so much, Doc, for coming through this morning. It's always exciting to sit with a very intelligent young woman who is taking health care very seriously. One of the young women on social media, I totally admire her. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. And to you out there, please, let's stay safe. I think Doc's advice for us to go back to the COVID-19 era is very prudent. I think it's very loud, but I think we should. Nose masks, please. Wash your hands. Social distancing, please. It's important for us to do that, because if these numbers begin to increase, we are all, in fact, we are actually, as we sit here, all at risk, and so we should do take care of ourselves. This is the end of our trauma. Our for the morning, because you realize that at some point we all kept quiet, like, hey, they are so great. But that's what we do on Thursdays. We try to educate ourselves. We try to keep updating ourselves in terms of health and wellness. Well, we have Rose Adjei coming up right here on the show, guys. The conversation, in fact, the enjoyment continues right here on the show. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, my name is Ruki. I'm a TV host and a self-styled chef. Cooking is my ultimate passion, and it's something I would say is my calling. Now, for those who cook a lot like me, there's one fact they always state. Ingredients decide how tasty your food is. And for me, the game-changing ingredients is water. Tap water at the moment is not the best option considering what's going on in the country. Also, such as water can taste weird and produce too much waste, so it's a no-no for me. My number one choice for cooking is Jibu water. Cooking with Jibu water enhances the flavor of your food. And it's not just that. Unlike other brands where you have to pour it from a heavy bottle, the 20-liter dispenser bottle comes with a tap that makes things so easy. So you see how simple it is with Jibu? Cooking with Jibu gives you big flavors and great taste without all the stress. Remember to cook with Jibu.
Jibu, transforming opportunity to thrive.
Welcome to Deluxe Experience Ghana, your trusted partner in creating unforgettable events. From breathtaking stage designs to dazzling lighting solutions, we bring your vision to life with precision and creativity. Our expert event planning and consultation services ensure every detail is taken care of so you can enjoy a stress-free experience. Capture every moment with our professional photography, videography, and live streaming services because every memory deserves to be cherished. Transform your event venues into a masterpiece with our exquisite interior lighting and permanent designs tailored to suit your style and theme. At Deluxe Experience Ghana, we don't just plan events, we create experiences. Let's make your next event extraordinary. Deluxe Experience Ghana. Think events, think Deluxe. Contact us today on 0267 83 7006 or 0545 03 8620 and 0545 03 7520. Deluxe Experience Ghana. Think events, think Deluxe.
Studios, we are going to be having big conversations, and yes, listen, when I hear the Jesus thing, I'm like, okay, let's talk. Okay, now we can talk. Well, you're welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24. My name is Miriam Uduak-Mensah. This is a plug segment of the AM Club. Now, like I said earlier, we are going to have a conversation with Rose Adjei. She is ready to talk to us. I am wondering what these gospel artists do to themselves. It's like they age backwards. who agrees with me, send me a message. If you agree with me, send me a message, because I feel like they age backwards, and personally, I'm about to get the tea on that. But Rose Adjei is a multiple award-winning gospel artist. She is one that has stayed relevant and very consistent with her things of God. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome into the studio, Rose Adjei. Good morning.
Good morning, darling.
And this new one is really beautiful.
It is.
Very colorful. I love the dresses.
That's right.
Sent when you shade, so to me shape you. Into jet for you. So to me shape you.
Oh, yes.
Oh, shape you.
Of course, I put it on.
Oh, and can me babe
I just put it on again, but maybe style it differently.
Oh, is it?
Maybe now that I'm wearing maybe a beautiful outfit like with a turban,
yes.
When I put it on again, maybe I'll put it on without a turban. If maybe the accessories are in gold, I wear it with silver, and it changes. That's how we do it.
This is smartness of a
Yes.
First of all, you're very beautiful.
Thank you.
You speak so well.
Thank you.
And what was the goal for you when you set out in life?
Yeah.
What was the plan? Did you always want to do gospel music? And it's not our voice, but you wanted to do something else. What was the plan?
Well, I always wanted to do gospel music because when I was growing up, my life wasn't like the normal upbringing like every normal child, because I experienced the war in Liberia. So when I was growing up, I saw a lot of things that made me know that if I don't have God, anything can happen to me.
Is it?
Yes, so from an early stage, I just decided to put my trust and my hope in God. And later I found out that I had such an amazing voice given to me by God. Why don't I use this voice to praise Him always? So that at least He will know that everything He's done for me, I am grateful and I truly appreciate. So that was how I come, but I didn't know how I was going to begin. You know, as a young girl, you have your own aspirations. Sometimes you have other things you want to do, but when the call of God is also on your life, He has a way to, you know, bring forth whatever He wants to do in your life.
Right.
And that was how come everything began.
But before that, practically what were you doing? Were you in school? Were you doing other things before the gospel, before you said, you know what, let me put my voice into this? I think
I was in school, but I was also a backing vocalist for both secular and gospel artists.
So you were singing throughout?
Yes,
I
have.
You didn't bother pursuing anything?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
But how come you were in Liberia?
I was born and lived in Liberia for almost 15 years.
To Liberian parents,
my
or
parents
your parents
are
were
Ghanaians.
Oh, so
my
they
mom
lived
is my
there.
fancy. My mom is a fancy. My dad is a Ghan. Yes, but we lived almost all our lives. But my father always made me to understand that, my dear, we are Ghanaians. So one day we are going back to our roots. So just get prepared.
Wow.
So one day we were just told that we are coming to Ghana. So we all had to
Was
pack.
it difficult?
It was, because leaving friends, families, people you've known all your life, coming to another country to come and start life all over again. It was difficult.
It was difficult.
Yes, it was.
And would you say that did anything to you, maybe mentally, physically, or you had like support, so you really didn't feel it as much?
No, you see, it's a process of life. You have to move from one stage to another. So when I was growing up, I kind of understood that definitely you have to move from one place to another. Maybe sometime to come, I might decide not to live in Ghana again. I will have to move to another country or something. And it's just a process of life. It will just give you just feel kind of a little bit hurt, because you believe in friends and people you've known for a very long time, you know. But at the end of the day, that's how life was meant to be for me. So I just had to accept it.
You accepted it like that. And then you moved to Ghana. Which year was that?
That was in 96.
96?
Yes.
Sure, how old was I? Wow. And then life continued for you.
Yes.
Let's fast forward to when you started backing both secular and gospel artists. Who were these secular and gospel?
A lot of them whose names I don't even remember, because those days I just knew that I had an amazing voice and I wanted people to hear it. So I'll be there. I think I did I was a backing vocalist for a pastor friend. And that was when the guy in the studio, the sound engineer, said, "Oh, you have an amazing voice. I'll be calling him." He just calls me, "Rose, someone is here." I don't even ask of the name, but I quite remember I did one for Reggie Zippy a long time ago. I did for Ochiami Kumikum. I've heard he's late. I did for Obomofo. I did for Nana Little a long time ago.
Wow.
Some of them were the few names I could remember.
You can remember.
But I quite remember recently someone called me and said, "Rose, I've heard this song from someone, but this voice, because your voice, there is something about your voice. I know the song you did, I don't even remember. Because if I had to take notes of the songs that I did, maybe over 200. Yeah.
With all this work that you had to put in your craft, in fact, you actually came through the ranks.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the industry has served you well? Do you feel cheated by the industry?
You know, sometimes I feel cheated, sometimes. But sometimes I feel that life is a process and God works in times and seasons. And when the season is right, He, the Lord, will make everything, possible. Sometimes He Himself, that is God, will have to hide you for a while to build you up, because before you get to a certain level, there are a certain level of wisdom you need and certain understanding, so that certain things don't get to you. But it's a process. You have to be well built in that. So with now, I believe what I have, and I know what God has given me. I don't need anybody to tell me that, Rose, you are good or you are not good. I know. So I know it's going to take time, but people will know very soon.
Very, very soon.
Of course.
And personally, I just watched a very new one you brought out, and I'm thinking, like, this is a lot of work. Yeah. Did you always belong to a record label, even after when you stopped doing the whole backing vocalist thing and you started doing your own, you started working on your own project? Did you belong to a record label?
When I started on my own. Okay. Then later I came in contact with Media XL. Oh. Yes, we worked for a year. Then later we went our separate ways. Then I met another. It wasn't.
Was there any drama in there?
No, there wasn't.
There wasn't. Are you sure?
No, oh no, there wasn't.
Yeah.
Because even if I see.
So, but why did you choose to go on your own?
No, you see, every project you have, maybe with a record label, there is a time limit. So maybe there is an agreement, and when that agreement expires, you all go.
You didn't think of renewing?
The way it's ended, I never thought of renewing.
When you say the way it's ended, what do you mean?
It ended in a way that, like, let's say you are working with someone, and as time goes on, nothing is working, and so we just, everybody was just silent on each other. That was how the work ended. Yes, so.
Yeah, so because maybe over time, so we've had experiences with secular artists. I don't want to put my gospel people in there. Secular artists who tell you, because most gospel artists are not on record labels anyway.
Sure.
So we have had secular artists say that, listen, after 2 years, they were not doing anything for me. It was like, we're not working.
Yeah.
And I need to put myself out there.
That's how it was.
Or even if, so that was your situation.
That's how it was.
And then you felt like on your own, you could do something better.
Yeah.
So you went on your own.
Yes.
When that happened, how was it?
It was like a brand new start, starting everything afresh, putting yourself together, because you go to interviews and people will be asking you questions just like the way you're asking me. What happened?
Yeah.
And you needed to explain. And I believe that people come into your lives for specific reasons and to do specific things. And when they are there and they are done, they will leave. And when it happens, you don't need to break those bridges, because maybe one day, someday, somehow, you might need them again.
Yeah.
Yes. So when it ends, I just left
it alone.
Yes, and I had to put myself together again and started everything
all over again.
All
How
over.
was that?
It was heartbreaking. Yeah.
On your own.
I was able to pull through.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I don't want to assume that that got you into difficult positions, but did you ever feel like you had to compromise your faith to get this journey of yours done?
There is one thing I always believe. God always tells us that He will bless us, He will do this, He will do that. He didn't promise us how the journey was going to be like. So alongside, you're going to face trials, you have to go through hassles, tussles here and there. But at the end of the day, what the Lord has said He will do will surely come to pass. So I knew that it wasn't going to be a smooth road or a smooth journey. From the Bible, you read all those people that had their trust in God, never had it easy. But at the end of the day, what God said about their lives came to pass. So I just held on to those words and I kept on going.
How long ago was this?
That was 7 to 8 years ago.
Ooh.
So since then, I've been doing my own job.
Wow.
Till now.
You've been releasing back to back every year?
Back to back. Not every year, but I think after I left my previous management, I also work with another record label.
Okay.
And after that one, sometimes when I think about it, it makes me laugh. We had shot our video. We were planning to go to Kumasi for promotion. So we've scheduled everything, packed our things. We had to leave on Thursday. On Tuesday, whilst I was cooking in the kitchen, my manager called me. Rose, how are you? I said, I'm fine. I'm in the UK. I don't know when I'm coming back. So if you can wait. If you can't, that was all. So
just like that.
And I started to cry again. I cried and cried and cried. I was asking God so many questions.
Again, when you say again, which means that after the first one.
That's what I'm saying. After the first one, I had to put myself together. You know, after having somebody who work for you, so you relax because everybody like your work has been done. Yeah. But now you have to start all over again and meeting another person who is promising to take you to the, like Moses taking you to the promised land, and by the way, he just tells you like that. So from 2018, I had to put my life together again to start afresh. And since then, so now, even when somebody calls me, supposing I come to do, I want to be your producer, I'm scared. Ooh. Yes, it scares me. So I said, you just relax. Let me do my own thing for now. When I need help, I'll let you know. Yes.
Have you considered therapy? No. Okay, so
I get you. I understand.
Yeah. No. Because I was telling my colleague today. Yeah. I've been in therapy since 2016.
Okay.
Yes, in and out. When I say not that I've stayed since 2016,
I understand.
but there are days where the relapses are crazy and I go back. And I'm saying this. Listen, I try to be this open about these mental health situations because I think for a very long time we've sat on it.
Sure.
So as creatives, we need to appreciate the opportunities of therapy that are available to us or the resources that in form of therapy that are available to us. So since 2016, I've been in and out of therapy. And I thought that I overcame one thing. That is
the fear.
What people have said about something about me. Because I've said to myself that whatever I have done, whoever I am is influenced by God completely. Is plus God minus nothing. I mean, listen, there's nothing else that has contributed to this girl being who she is.
Unless God.
Like God alone.
Yeah.
Because even in therapy, my therapist can tell me, Dr. Nima, shout out to you. He can tell me that, listen, girl, right now, I think that is you.
Yeah.
Now you have to be disciplined about this. Say, I will not cry about this. I'll not be angry about this. And then we get there. There's that point when you need that strength.
And that is what I did to myself. That was in 2018. I healed. And I got to know that now I can do it.
You can do it on your own.
Yeah.
Now, I tell you what happened to me. I thought I'd healed from something since 20. I think this will be 2022 or 2021. 2021, right? Something happened to me in 2021. Do you know that I had a relapse yesterday about that? And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, what? I thought I was over this. This doesn't matter. Like, who cares about this?
But you know, the word of God makes us to understand that God will never bring anything your way that you can't handle. So
this brings me to my question.
Yeah, okay.
My question of... Because I don't want you to answer the question before I ask you.
Sure.
This brings me to my question of, if you believe that you can put together therapy and God in the same room and get the complete healing. Because I fear for what you have been through. Because I think it's scary to not trust people. Because that's where you're at. And I'm not diagnosing you. I'm just thinking that for someone who has gone through certain phases,
no, but you know, the things we go through in life strengthen us.
Oh, is it?
And it opens our eyes. It makes you wiser.
Yeah.
So there are certain mistakes you made previously you won't. And it has helped me. Now at least it has enlightened me about the characters of people. Some way, somehow. Not all of them, but at least you know that, okay, if you work with this person and the person starts to act like this is how it's going to end. You know, yeah, so at least from the experiences, it has like made me stronger and I'm even grown wiser and all that. And I never knew I could even do certain things on my own. Like until all these things happened. And it has made me a very, very strong woman. Sometimes people stand at the far end and they are like, Charlie, Rose Adjei's team, they are very tight. Oh, Rose Adjei team, they are doing so well. And I'm like, God is my team. Oh, I don't have it, you know. And I feel proud of myself that so far, God has, like, I've held on to God and He has not also let go of me and He's taking me through the process. And I know a time will come, I'll get over all these because when you get to a certain level, God brings in the right people that will hold you here and there, and I will get there.
How about family life?
It's been beautiful and also stressful.
Yeah.
Yes, because being married, I'm married to a pastor. Oh. And so being a pastor's wife,
Yes.
a church mother,
Yes.
a wife, and a mother to my children as well, a 4-in-1 woman is very, very stressful because sometimes you need to go out. They also want to, you have to be with them, you have to cook and all that, but you have to put in things. I believe when God gives you a vision, he makes provision, and it has been easy, some way, somehow. Yes.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
I personally am currently like in love with you right now. I love what you've done so far. I love the fact that you found strength in yourself and keep pushing throughout. I'm a pastor's kid, so I know that being a pastor's wife is not a joke.
It is not at all.
It's not for children. I think it's a calling.
Of course,
yeah,
it
forcing
is.
to me, I tell them that it's a calling. You're designing to come and become wives of men of God. So please, oil on your head, more grace. But then you have a new one out.
Yes.
Which means that this one too, one woman team.
One woman team, but this one, the way God is pushing the song, it's just been, I think 4 or 5 days ago that I released the video. The song was released a month ago.
Okay.
And I was also sitting asking God, how am I going to, work on this? Because when you have to promote a song, it comes with a whole lot of money, a whole lot of stress here and there. But the song speaks for itself because I quite remember whilst in prayer, then the Lord gave me this message that I will fight your battle for you no matter what. Even if you go through the waters, I will be with you. In the fire, I will be with you. And I will fight for you and you shall hold your peace. When he says that, when the message came to me, sometimes when people hear you talking about battle, they will be like, hey, but everybody in this life is fighting the battle, whether you know it or not. If you are not fighting something, something is fighting you.
Fighting you.
Yeah,
There's always a fight.
Yeah, so you just have to leave the fight, whatever it is, whether financial fight, marital fights, maybe childbearing fights, everything, you just leave it in the hands of God. And as his word has said in Isaiah 43 verse 2, that when you go through the fires, I'll be with you through the water. He will surely be with you.
Surely be with you. So that's the inspiration behind this
That's the
song.
inspiration, and God is doing it as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You released the video a couple of days ago.
Yeah, that was on Tuesday, last week Tuesday, and it's doing so well.
Oh, I love that for you. How do we get the song?
The song is on all digital platforms. Yeah, you can get the song everywhere. And now, by the grace of God, I've put it on almost all the TV stations. So anybody who wants to watch it, you can watch it and you'll be blessed. Don't just listen to the song, but listen to the message in the song. Let it speak to you. Because when I sang the song, I personalized the song. Like, Eradia mama timi wa side, oh how more money more coming home. So for sorry tia mimpa. Aveku amamio. So I said it for myself. So when you sing the song, you personalize it, and it works in your life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you spend time praying on your lyrics, even when you got it? Or you spend time praying on a vision that God has sent you regarding a song? You spend time praying?
I do, because everything I write about is the word of God, and you need an inspiration from the Holy Ghost. You only get that through prayer and sometimes through fasting. So me, I get my messages sometimes maybe when I'm in church, I'm listening to the word of God. When I'm in my kana, speaking to my maker, I get my messages. When I'm fasting, I get my messages. So everything that I write about is inspired by the Holy Ghost.
There's a new one that we're enjoying, which, by the way, I know that because of this, is going to whet a lot of people's appetite to want to listen more of Rose Adjei. Do we see any album coming up this year? Do we see any more projects coming up? And the very big one, do you have your own concert coming up? Are you thinking of one?
Yes, I do. I do a concert every year.
Okay.
In April, I started 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So I just did the last one on the 6th of April.
Yes.
And it was amazing. It was amazing. And every year, first of all, I started maybe donating. I started donating before the program came into being, because that was the vision the Lord laid on my heart, to take care of kids.
That's the Rose Adjei Foundation?
Rose Adjei's ministry.
Yeah, okay.
So when I started doing it, I thought about, okay, I'm a gospel musician. Why don't I add music? So that at least after giving to the needy out there, spiritually, what can you do to also feed the souls of people? That was how come the concert came about.
Okay.
So for the past 8 years.
You've been doing that?
Yeah. I've been doing it.
In
So
2 years, we're doing 10 years.
Yeah, and by the grace of God, people should just keep praying and supporting Rose Adjei, because there are a lot of things that will be coming out. Yes, a lot of amazing surprises. And
are you looking at collaborations anytime soon? And who are you looking at?
I'm one of the gospel ministers who have done a lot of collaborations because by the grace of God, I have 3 albums to my credits and 2 singles. And out of that, I think I've done about 6 to 7 collaborations. With PACA Esther, I've done with the Thompson, I've done with Edu Patrick, I've done with Ohineba Clement, I've done with Nicholas Omaneja, like a lot. So I believe, you know, sometimes in Ghana, when you release a song and you release with other people, they are like, oh, she doesn't have any lyrical content. She wants to shine, use other people to shine. I just want them to know what Rose Adjei carries. So me on alone, when I come up with a song, you see how spirit-filled it is, then you know that, oh, and just say me,
into more pressure, more own personal collaboration.
Oh, nobody has pressurized me on anything. Nobody, no.
You have just decided that, listen, I'm not going to do collaborations
for a while
because of the mindsets of people
not
around
actually
it.
From there, but sometimes that's what they think. Yes, but I've done a couple of them, and I'm just praying. You know, most of the times for me, when I want to do my collaborations, I pray about it. That God, this is what I want to do. If He lets me know that, oh, there is a way forward, or he's going to do this, go ahead. Why not? Because I believe that our job is more spiritual than physical. You don't just wake up and do what you want to do because you feel, because if it doesn't have any positive impact or any positive motive behind it, you know, it doesn't work. Awesome. Yeah, so I just work according to what I hear from God.
The conversation has been with Rose Adjei right here on The Plug on the AM Club. I have absolutely enjoyed it. Somehow she's put me in 2 different rooms. I'll tell you guys about it when she's not here. But any final words to your the viewers out there, your fans out there who are watching you, who are excited about this new project? Any message you would like to send to them?
Well, I always tell people that don't give up. Just be focused on whatever you have been called to do. If only you were called to do it, do it. Don't listen to what people will say. Just keep focusing on the author and the finisher of your faith, the one who has called you. No matter how small it is, don't give up. Do it to the best of your ability. Because you might never know the lives and destinies that you are transforming positively through the things, the little things that you do. Wow. Just keep encouraging yourself, just like David encouraged himself in the Lord. And do that. Now in our dispensation, if you are waiting for people to encourage you or push you, forget it. Because everybody is thinking about themselves. So encourage yourself like David did. And one day, when everything you are doing starts to bless lives, people will come.
Rose Adjei, you're a blessing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being generous with yourself this morning and sharing yourself with us. We're happy that you didn't fail at this thing called ministry and you're doing it strong and hard. And I want to send this personal message to you because my mother is also from Mami. I'm sending it to you as well. We see you, woman of God. We see you, mother of the church. We see what you're doing. We know it's hard. You carry the church. You carry the people, the women, the men in the church. Then on top of it, you carry the leader of the church. And then your own family, it's a lot. We see it and we appreciate you for it. And we pray that God continues to give you strength to carry as long as you can. And when you can't anymore, please fall back on us, the wise ones, to hold you and tell you that it's okay, mommy, you got this.
Of course.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing yourself with us. How do we connect with you if someone wants to you know, collaborate with you, wants to work with you, someone wants to hire you for a project, you know, how do we connect with you?
Well, okay, on my social media handles, I'm there. My name is Rose Adjei on Facebook. My page is Rose Adjei Music. On Instagram is Rose_Ashley_J. On YouTube, I'm there as Rose Adjei. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you need any information about Rose Adjei, when you get to my page, you're going to get the information. When you get to Instagram, you're going to get the information. So anything you want to know about Rose Adjei, just slip down my DM wherever.
You respond to your DMs?
I do every day. I don't sleep on my, because without them, the people who are interacting or talking to you, without them, there is no Rose Adjei. So I need to make time for them.
Awesome.
And I do. And I do.
Thank you so much, Rose, again, for sharing yourself with us. Also, for Mommy, when I get to a church, I can never call her Rose Adjei. So I get the opportunity to call her Rose Adjei here.
That's right.
But when I get to a church, I have to call her Mommy. Okay. Thank you so much. You have been absolutely amazing. Now, to you out there, thank you for always being a part of this show. The Plug always plugs in amazing talents. Just for us to talk about, just get to know them up close and personal with these amazing talents. And so this has just been one of it. Let's do this together again on this platform. My name is Miriam Udwak Mensah. See you again tomorrow right here on the AM Club.